Alrighty, Twitch and YouTube, welcome back to the Soy Boy stream. As you know, in our last episode, because you're watching these in order, I know you are, it's on a playlist, we fell into a hole. So we couldn't actually ascertain how effective this build is at getting through the entire, oh, you know what, I'm going to join a party. Just in case, I'm going to join an Xbox party just in case I have the weird audio glitch that I used to have, and I still sometimes have. Yeah, we couldn't really ascertain how well this build gets through the entire gauntlet. We got through the first 6 bosses and dungeons, no problem, but then we fell into a hole. So, yeah, that's a thing that happened. And I really want to know how good this is at getting through a full casual, emphasis on casual, gauntlet run. Gauntlet boss rush. Boss rush gauntlet, whatever you want to call it. I don't care. Same diff, am I right? Where's this guy? You know, and it's upsetting that we fell into a hole, but it kind of just means I get to play more of this build on stream in this mode, and this build is just hilarious and fun, so I don't really mind all that much. Let me pull the stream manager up on my phone. There we go. We are at almost 2 minutes. Yeah, I figure, are we getting this dude again? We are. That's crazy. This guy ate me. I've mentioned on a couple episodes now that he ruined a run for me by eating me, which I didn't know was a thing. We'll see if he gives me that same issue here. Come on now. One of the only bosses that I can really say is kind of stressful in this mode for me because of the one-shot eating thing that doesn't matter if you are a tank or DPS or what. He doesn't discriminate. He eats you and one-shots you no matter what. Oh, no! That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about, dude. Oh my god. I'm not restarting. I'm not gonna restart because of that. I'm just gonna queue up another. Oh my god. I feel like, okay, I feel like that and falling are just, that's more so just me sucking at the game than actually illustrating anything about the build because no build is impervious to getting eaten or falling off a cliff. No build, I'm telling you right now. If you can find me one that is impervious to falling off cliffs and getting eaten, I'd be interested to see that, but that's so ridiculous and funny. Fire rate, we'll go with fire rate, even though we're already kind of cracked out on this, but oh my god, that's hilarious. I'm really happy that that happened at the beginning of this video as opposed to 16 bosses in like it happened earlier today to me. And you know, honestly, this kind of looks like I might get this boss again right after this, which would just be hilarious. I'm pretty sure you can get the same bosses over and over in this mode. So I think there's probably a chance, you know, you're probably rolling the dice on if you get him really at any point in this boss rush gauntlet. But yeah, you can see nothing really puts up a crazy fight. Nothing poses a super significant threat that I can tell, aside from that guy and falling off cliffs, of course, when you're a crazy DPS tank like this. Shit. But yeah, I'm telling you, this build is addicting. This is totally that boss. This is totally him. I don't know if it just kept the same. Maybe it just keeps the same order if you don't re-roll your boss run. I don't know. But I'm gonna try to stay really far away from him this time. I'm not gonna be greedy. I want to keep shooting forever, but I think you just maybe have to stay like 50 miles away from him across the whole arena if you can. Like when he does this kind of crap and starts walking towards you. That tongue thing, dude, where he just flicks his tongue 50 light years ahead of him and swallows you. That's crazy. Oh my god. Oh my god. Like, I don't think that's actually that hard to dodge, but I guess you just have to know what the tell is. When he's like spazzing out and like having a seizure and rushing towards you like that. That's how you know he's about to flick the tongue out and try to eat you. Oh yeah, like that. Yep. Dang, that's so crazy. Magister, what's your face? Thank you for teaching me. Ooh, this isn't good. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm actually gonna skip that buff. I can't believe it. That was really bad. I don't want any of that crap. Maybe one of those was good and I'm just a noob and I don't know, but it didn't seem very good to me. All right, we're not gonna miss the chest this time. We're gonna grab it. The only thing about playing on this mode that's not as nice as Apocalypse is the rewards. Like, you can't get mythics, relic fragments. I don't really know that you get any fragments on casual, actually. But it doesn't really matter because you can just buy them at Dwell. And it's probably still more efficient to do it that way and just grind the like dust, the fragment dust or whatever it's called, and just keep gambling at Dwell until he gives you what you want. That's probably more efficient than trying to get what you want on Apocalypse. Which, for those of you that don't know, putting your game mode on Apocalypse and then putting the Explorer class on, I think, as your primary, I think is the best way to give you the best odds of getting your mythics for your relic fragments at Dwell. So just in case you didn't know that, I know we're all kind of new to the what is going on right now. I know we're all kind of new to the Prism thing because it just came out with the newest DLC. Okay, I think it's giving me. But yeah, I've been watching a lot of content for this game recently, and I know I'm like out of the loop and like way behind, because I just haven't played this game in a while. But that's how you get, probably the best way to get your mythics. So fun fact, right? But I got back into this game just because I thought about how fun Remnant is, and I was trying to get all of the achievements, and then I realized, like, oh, this game is only on Game Pass for another week or whatever, so I've been playing it, or a couple weeks, so I've been playing the crap out of it, and you can get, I think, just about all the DLC achievements without actually buying the DLC, because the DLC is not on Game Pass. And I'm kind of a cheap bastard, so I've been doing multiplayer and hunting achievements that way with people that do have the DLC. Just an absolute parasite on the community, I know. And that's been super fun, but I was thinking about maybe just buying the support anyway, because I love these devs that made this game. Like, this game is just so awesome. And I was thinking about buying just to support them and to continue playing because I'm so addicted. Like, I could literally probably run through this gauntlet mode with this HUGS build 50 billion times, not literally, maybe 50 times, and still enjoy it. Like, I love build crafting, and like getting a build like this where it's just like so like my play style is really satisfying. Health, we'll take health regeneration, right? It's pretty good. I think, methinks. It seems like we're not getting very good bonuses right now. A whale. And I'm going so fast, I'm not looking for the bonuses in the actual dungeons. I'm pretty much just taking them when I see them, and then after bosses, so. Whatever.
What is this place?
Narude, my favorite. Spent a lot of time on Narude. A vacation there sometimes. But yeah, in terms of clearing dungeons, this build is probably actually really good even on Apocalypse. And maybe this build is good on Apocalypse if you're playing solo. I'm not really sure. I was playing, I think I only played Apocalypse with this build on multiplayer, and the damage was just so underwhelming that it was like, why am I doing this? Because at that point, I was not doing great damage, and I'm also not playing any kind of support role. Like, I'm kind of tanky, I guess. I'm very tanky, but I'm not really healing anyone, so it's like, I guess I'm just kind of here. So it didn't seem very good when I played it on Apocalypse. Maybe it's good if you try it solo, I don't know. It's certainly still fun, and probably still very good at clearing dungeons, but when it comes to bosses on Apocalypse, I don't think, this is probably not the way to go. Which doesn't really matter anyway for Endgame, because you should probably just be playing this gauntlet boss rush on the easiest difficulty in terms of just XP grinding efficiency. But yeah. Yeah. But yeah, this is a really fun mode that I actually am kind of surprised I don't see more people playing. Just kind of all action all the time. Oh, this guy. I'm about to test my theory of if these bosses get harder as you go through. Actually, not really, because I was playing my Root Doctor build. Never mind. When I fought this guy last time. On my first stream, this guy popped up at, like, I want to say the second to last boss, and I was wondering if it mattered when you encounter the bosses during your boss rush run, or if they're the same difficulty throughout. I'm kind of imagining, oh my god, look at that, I'm actually going to pop a relic right now. That was a little stressful. That's what I'm saying, man. This is why Root Doctor is probably the way to go. Because you never know when you're going to get something like that. Maybe you get stun locked into oblivion. Do we use another relic right now? Maybe just to be safe. I really just don't want my run to end. I think I'll use another relic. And I'm going to be mindful of the relics because unlike Root Doctor, where you have infinite relics essentially, if you play your cards right, this build is not so. You actually have to, if you're going to use relics at all, you gotta use them appropriately because you only get one relic charge after each boss. Okay. Ranged damage, yes. Yes. The heals would have been good too, but I think we're just going for damage, aren't we?
I've never seen anything like this before.
Okay, this is this is looking like where I fell off a cliff earlier. So let's not do that. I think that would be smart. If we didn't fall off a cliff. Maybe we look before we leap. Am I right? You gotta love it when you can hear the like really high-pitched like ping of like an elite enemy, but you don't know where they are. Oh, really trying to kill him. There he is. Come on now. But yeah, such a good build for clearing dungeons. This the bone saw in general is great for that, but like just being able to point and shoot and just not worrying about reloading pretty much at all is fabulous when you're clearing mobs. And just like the fire rate and the damage are just freaking awesome, dude. The bone saw is great. Of course, I have a serious bias for like LMGs, big automatic guns in pretty much every game I play. I've kind of been on a ranged tank tear for probably several years now when I'm playing games. Like when I originally started playing Dark Souls, I was big into just the straight up melee tank, you know? And I think that was just the easiest way to get into Dark Souls. And that's like the first game where I can really remember like builds being super significant for me. But as I've grown as a gamer, I have recognized not only how fun, but also how effective ranged tanks are. And I mean, obviously, like this game is like, you're pretty much, no matter what you're doing, you're playing ranged build of some kind. Even if you're pure melee damage, like you're still, for bosses like this, you'd have to use like one of the melee weapons that has like a ranged attack, like a slash or whatever, or like the fire sword or something that you get at the end of the game, or like the hero's sword, or the sword I'm using right now, which I've actually seen. I think I saw a video of a build using this sword that could one-shot with the like ranged attack, like this attack here. Gonna do my best not to roll off the edge while illustrating something super mundane like that, that doesn't have anything to do with what we're currently doing. That would be really fucking stupid. Okay. Status damage. We'll go with damage reduction, right? Damage reduction rocks. Our reload speed is pretty freaking good with the gunslinger already. Especially if we blow through our magazine, I'm pretty sure it gets even faster. Like it reloads even faster. Sometimes I go too fast and I forget about these chests at the end of the dungeon or the boss or whatever. Let's see. So we're at 18 minutes, 4 bosses down. Math is not my thing. I mean, what? Is this like, are we looking at like an hour here? An hour with a relatively comfortable build, I would say. We've still got a lot of the trappings of the Root Doctor build that I showed earlier in terms of just tankiness, massive armor, great damage reduction. The prisms especially add like a whole new level of just like, you can get ridiculously overpowered, even though I don't have like a prism that's built for a ranged class, like a ranged damage class right now. It's just a tank. I'm just building it for a tank. Like you can still use that, obviously, on like this HUGS build, and it's awesome. Again, maybe not for Apocalypse. You'd probably want to build for just straight damage, but I'm not going to argue with damage reduction on any build, with tankiness on any build. I love it. Like it. I like it a lot. I love not having to think when I'm playing a game. I like comfy builds that just kind of do the work for you, you know? You just press one button and boom. If we could just solve the problem of reloading, am I right? If it could be, if we had a bottomless mag, amulet, ring, maybe a ring. And I would probably, that's probably a powerful enough ability that you'd want to put it on an amulet. But the problem is, I'm using my amulet for Zero Divide, and I don't want to compromise on infinite ammo. It's too awesome. And a lot of the time in games, like, that's a real turnoff for me that's going to be like a deciding factor on what my build is going to look like. If ammo scarcity is a thing, I hate having to worry about ammo. And just really consumables in general, I tend to shy away from when I'm making a build, because I like it to be self-sufficient. Oh. Yeah, a reload is still, it's super fast, like, for the bone saw when you're using gunslinger, but it's still kind of a problem. But yeah, like, that was one thing I actually, if I ever stream Avowed, I'll probably talk about this, but like, that was one thing I really like about Avowed. I feel like that game's getting a lot of shit, and I don't really understand why. I think it's fun. But that was one thing I really liked about that game, is that, let's see. Yeah, we'll go with more damage reduction. It gives you ranged options, like really fun guns, right? The like blunderbuss sort of thing, and then the pistols, and it doesn't make you worry about ammo. There's no ammo. Like, you just keep shooting. The real limiting factor is more so just reloading, which is great. Like, I love that you can make a honest to God range build without worrying about consumables, because nothing makes me want to use a build less, probably, than having issues with sustain, because I have to blow through tons of consumables just to make the build, like, viable, you know? That sucks. And, like, even if you're not using Zero Divide, right, in Remnant, like, I'm trying to remember if it was in the first Remnant. I can't remember. I'm gonna have to go back and check that out. I don't think it was. Yeah, I don't think it was. But even if you're not using it, like, this game is pretty good about giving you enough ammo to work with. And you can buy freaking, you know, you can buy ammo, consumables, which I was pretty dependent on in the first game, when I was clearing it on Apocalypse anyway. I wouldn't say crazy dependent, but like, those boss fights are no joke in the first game on Apocalypse. And just having those ammo consumables are lifesavers when you're trying to do your thing with your build on Apocalypse in that game, and in the middle of a boss fight you're like running out of ammo. Cannot be overstated how important those ammo boxes are, that you can just quick slot and use right away, and you can have like 99. Like, I get that kind of essentially removes the problem of ammo being a factor, but I still don't like being reliable on a consumable, especially one that you have to buy for like 200 gold a pop or whatever. Not a huge fan of that. This is actually maybe one of the more stressful bosses as well in this run. I don't know. I think it does like pretty good damage. Oof, yeah, it's these freaking things. The little ticks. But yeah, I don't know if I fully discussed this, but the shield ring with the health regen ring when you have a shield works really well on this build, and doesn't really work on Root Doctor, because Root Doctor, you want to be taking damage so you can heal, and you can't heal the shield, you know? rhyme, lol. You can only heal health. So you don't really want to have a shield on Root Doctor, because then you're not healing, and if you're not healing like health, right, then you're not recharging your relics, which is the whole idea behind that build. So I messed around with shields with that build, and I just found like it just generally doesn't work. But when you've got this build, like having the passive healing and the shield is super nice, especially on boss rush, where it's like you don't have stones, right? No bonfire, so like you got to be conservative with your relics and use them only when you need to. I mean, maybe you don't have to be as concerned when you're playing on casual, but theoretically, you know, you could run out. If you didn't have any passive healing, like, you could easily run out. Passive healing, and that's another thing I love about this game, is it gives you so many options for passive healing. Just awesome, dude. Compromising, again, we're compromising on damage. Is this about to kill me? Is that about to one-shot me? What did that just do? Was that supposed to hurt me? I don't see a status effect or anything. That was weird. Kind of thought that would be one of those bullshit like one-shot mechanics, like the getting eaten for a second. Oh my god. Is this gonna be... No? Okay. I actually got a little relieved when my health started ticking down there, because I keep thinking this boss is gonna one-shot me. With like, you know, and when I say one-shot, I mean like an ability that kills you no matter like how much health you have or whatever. Not like a one-shot that's only a one-shot if you're like a glass cannon, you know? I don't know if like the getting eaten, I don't know if you'd necessarily call that a one-shot, because it doesn't technically even like drain your health, you know? It's almost like more similar to falling in a hole, where it's like it doesn't matter how much health you have. Falling in a hole is always going to be a quote-unquote one-shot, right? Okay. It's almost more like an environmental kill, you know? The build don't matter, it's just all about your skill. I'm wondering if the shield makes it harder for you to get staggered too. I haven't really paid attention to that. This bitch, dude. Can you not? Oh, is she sucking health? Is she getting health? I think she might get health off that. I didn't pay attention. Very annoying. Very annoying boss. I feel like I cleared this boss faster as the Root Doctor. Hello? Anybody home? Hello? It's very frustrating to have the stream covering my ammo. I have no idea how much ammo I have in the mag. Oh boy. Here we go. I should definitely stop letting her jump on me. I think she's healing off me when she does that one. Oh, when she does this grab attack. All right, I'm gonna pay attention this time. Yeah, she's healing. Oh, she healed a lot. Oh my god, that's annoying. This sucks, dude. Oh my god. This is so ridiculous. It's like a fun house, like, of death. Oh my god. Someday, I think we'll beat this boss. I definitely need to be dodging. I'm just not dodging. Oh my god, it's so annoying. Maybe if I I don't know if staying up here is gonna matter. I don't think she cares. I don't think she discriminates based on where you are in her mansion, in her Luigi's Funhouse. Luigi's Magic Mansion. Oh my god. She's bullying me, dude. Good thing I'm nigh unkillable. Maybe this build is better than Root Doctor for this, honestly, because, I mean, you can see, like, you're still pretty unkillable. Like, with the ring combo on casual, yeah, again, like, for the 50th time, like, this wouldn't work on Apocalypse, because you take too much damage. Unless you're, like, actually good at the game and you, like, roll out of stuff. And then you only get hit every now and then the passive healing actually means something. But on this mode, it actually seems like this is very viable for your average Joe to run through this gauntlet run on boss rush. Because the healing you get off the shield too is really good. It's like 3% a second. Really, really good passive healing. Again, if you're not getting one shot. That's the thing with Root Doctor, you like can't, and you pop the relic, you like can't get one shot. Except by getting eaten or whatever. Oh, don't, no, please, God. I wish there was a button mash or something I could get out of this here. It's so annoying. There's nothing more annoying in a boss fight than a boss that heals. I swear to God, there's nothing more annoying. Especially when, like, it's kind of hard to avoid. I don't know. I think this is hard to avoid. I kind of suck at games now. But, like, oh. I need to pay attention to the yeah, I think that's the one. The tell. Her attacks come out kind of fast. I'm telling you, they come out kind of fast. Kind of gets my heart bumping. But you can see, like, with this build and with my Root Doctor, right? Like, the stamina on casual, at least the stamina doesn't matter. You can still get a solid couple rolls in if you need to, and that's really all you need. For like someone like me, like the infinite stamina ring or whatever might be helpful, but well, actually it wouldn't work with this shield, the shield health regen combo, because you have to be expending, oh my God, you have to be expending stamina to get that combo off. It would be nice to be able to roll infinitely, obviously, because especially for me, because I panic roll. But as long as you're better than me, you shouldn't have any issues. Oh my God, dude, I suck. This is so embarrassing, dude. 6 out of 19, and I'm stuck on Nightweaver. Oh, dude. It's so annoying. I should probably pop these abilities, right? Oh my God. You just like F off. But yeah, generally, aside from like this boss, I guess, stamina, not really a huge concern, right? And then she F's off like right as I pop my abilities. No, no. Did she just get stunned? I don't know what just happened. Maybe just because she was on fire. She got stunned out of that. Obviously, this shouldn't be taking me 20 minutes to get through this stupid boss, but I suck. And what was I gonna say? I completely forgot what I was about to say. My brain is being melted right now by this stupid boss. But if I weren't playing, I was gonna say if I weren't playing a tank, I would have died 50 times over. And because it's on casual, but because of those factors, let's just blow through. I hate her so much, dude. Oh God! Oh my God! Are you kidding me right now? Dude, this could go viral how bad this boss is going. I really wanted to end that there. Oh my god. I think I've only ever fought this boss with other people, and so we were able to get like the damage off without, you know, getting stun locked forever and the boss healing forever. Oh my fucking god, dude. It's crazy. It's crazy, man. This is so whack. Oh my god. Just die. Just fucking die. Thank you. Holy shit. Holy shit, dude. I'm gonna go back and rewatch this and cringe. Okay. Ammo reserve doesn't matter. Healing orbs are, these all kind of suck. Am I gonna skip it? I'm thinking about what's gonna help me with the last boss, and I just don't think any of these are gonna do it. I think I'm gonna skip it. I'm thinking ahead. Well, we're not beating any records for time. This handling noise, dude, this handling noise is pushing me off. We're not beating any records for time because that was ridiculous. Not that we were gonna beat any anyway, but now we're definitely not. So, I've talked about handling noise with this mic. My streaming setup sucks, and I feel like maybe a boom is in order. I think I've explained this, but I am a couch gamer, and I have all these cords and shit on me, so it's really annoying, and the handling noise is just awful. So I might need to get a boom to control these cords. Whee. This is another dude that just stun locks into oblivion. By Oblivion. What did the guards say in Oblivion? They mentioned something about Oblivion. But yeah, getting stun locked sucks in this game. There's no shield, and you can't. There's no poise. I don't think there's poise either, which sucks. You want your heavy armor to have some poise, man. Come on. Especially when you're giving up a ring slot and your stamina consumption still sucks. To wear this heavy armor, this heavy ass armor, you would think, my guy, that you would get some poise. Okay, now I think we're gonna discover if the bosses get harder as it goes on. I think they do. But I'm pretty sure we fought this guy earlier. Maybe it was in another run. Everything's blending together right now. Brain not working. Oh my god. Yeah, see, I feel like he's tankier now. That we're encountering him on 7 instead of 3 or whatever. Still kind of consider this guy challenging, but maybe more so just like mentally. I don't know that he's actually, like, as you can see, he doesn't really actually seem to be a threat to killing us. But the flaming shit, it's just a very dramatic boss fight and kind of stressful. Take this opportunity to reload. My guy, he really waits till the fire gets all the way in, doesn't he? I'm gonna try to use this, the gas gun. Cool. Can you not, dude? It's like sumo wrestling in here. He's like trying to push me out. Which probably would kill me if I fell out into that fire. I'm not gonna test it right now. Ooh, he just stood there. That was nice. Oh, dude, you know what I should try? That probably won't work, but I should try it anyway. I've heard people talk about the hunter ability. Let me see. Ammo reserve is nothing. Skill damage means nothing. Health regen is good. I should try this. I should try Shroud. I don't think I've ever messed with it. I don't think that Hunter's Focus is supposed to be particularly great at anything. I've heard Shroud can kind of screw up bosses. But the reason I wasn't using it and I was just going with Mark is because Shroud, like the way that I understand it, and we'll find out right now, obviously, but the way I understood it was that as soon as you attack or whatever, you come right out of the Shroud. But I think if you stop attacking, you might go back in. Anyway, the point, I've heard that Shroud can actually screw up the AI of a lot of bosses. Like they can just kind of like they completely forget where you are or whatever. So I'm kind of curious now. And I don't really think Hunter's Mark is like, it doesn't really seem like it's super crucial anyway. All right. Oh, you know what I just realized? These pillars show up as gold things on the map. That's hilarious. I've just been blowing through this as fast as I can. I didn't even pay attention to that. See, wouldn't it have been great if I could just never reload and just keep going and kill everything? Damage reduction. Let's do it. I'm not gonna mess with Shroud. Right now, I just want to wait till the next boss. It's so fun being able to just power through these shields. I love it. Punch straight through them. Awesome. Yeah, I think the issue when I tried this build before on Boss Rush, I think I hadn't unlocked all of the archetype traits, because you have to max all the archetypes out in order to use their trait without actually having the class equipped. So like, I think it was like the engineer class has the damage reduction or the armor or whatever, that trait that just gives you 50% like plus armor. Which is so good. Like, it makes you so much tankier. And I don't think I had that archetype maxed out, so I couldn't get that trait when I tried this build before. But now this build is seeming like way more viable because of stuff like that just helps me like tank through everything. If this is the boss, I think it is. I think maybe the cloak will screw it up. Let me see. Yeah, I think it might. Let's see. So yeah, we come straight out of it. And now we go back into it. That's cool. That's actually really cool. Again, I have no idea if it's making any difference in this boss fight. And that's cool, even when you're using a relic, you go back into it. And I think because of the hunter's, oh, never mind. I was about to say, I think because of the hunter's like primary ability or whatever, looked like that just did damage through my shield. I think that, oh no, it is still going. I was gonna say, it's like, you only have to do like 55 damage or something, not a whole lot, to keep your hunter abilities going. This shroud might be the way to go. I think I've been sleeping on this. And so maybe you just stay shrouded for like ever. Like, look at that, we're just back in it. That's awesome, dude. You don't care about stamina. We don't care about these things. Let's skip it. Let's skip it, dude. Give me a better thing. Yeah, that's crazy. I might have been sleeping on that. I'm glad I thought about that. Midstream, so to speak. All right. So that I can mess with all the options. Options are dope. Am I right? Yes. And like I said before, this game is really good about giving you options. This is another area, at least in like the campaign or adventure, where there's lots of holes that you can fall into and die. Crit hit damage, yes. I think we've got our 5th, yeah, that's our 5th one. Awesome. Awesome. Those bonuses, they add a little spice to these runs. That's fun, I like that. But yeah, this, dude, this HUGS build is so addicting. I could probably max out all of the prisms with just playing this build and still have fun. I don't know. I am interested to see, like, if I do, I don't know. Again, I don't know if I'm going to end up buying the game because it's leaving Game Pass today. But I'm interested to see if without a prism, because I've got a prism with like a tanky prism on right now, if it would still be as viable, you know? Where is the aberration? There we go. It's going down pretty quick. He also gets staggered a lot. I like that. It's cool when you're able to stagger stuff. It makes you feel like kind of a boss. It's a nice interaction to be able to have with the enemies. That's like another thing about this game, dude. Like, it's cool to just be like mowing down tons of like melee stuff. I don't know. It's almost like you're always kind of getting swarmed. And it's a fun feeling, you know? It's like, it's almost like a zombie game or something. Kind of hard to describe that feeling. But it's just really satisfying in a video game. When like all the enemies, I don't know, all the enemies, or a lot of enemies are just straight up melee and they're just kind of coming at you like horde mode style. And you're just like mowing them down, like it's fun. Dang. Yeah, this seems really good. This shroud thing seems really good. I've heard people talk about it. I don't know why, I just didn't really mess with it. He's eating the deer. He's eating the cats. He's eating the dogs. Eat the cat. Uh-oh. Come on, dude. Let me go. Let me go. Oh, dude, that was so weird. The like deer carcass just like rotated over there. I have to watch that back though. This is another boss that makes me nervous about one-shots. I don't even know if it's capable of one-shotting. It just seems like one of those bosses that can one-shot because it's got like that charge thing that it does. That the Ravager does, like this kind of thing. Like that really seems like a one-shot, right? I think we're really just, yeah, we're picking between all the good stuff now. Oh, I need some water. My throat's getting dry. What is this place called? Yaisha? Damage. Give me damage. There we go. Or Yaisha might be the first game. I don't remember what this is called, the jungle planet. They have like equivalent kind of planets, I think, in both games. But this is where I fell in my last stream, and I need to be careful. I just jumped off the edge a half hour in. It was so absurd. Oh my god. And it seems like these guys can just slap you off the edge too. Can you not? I feel like I'm not really utilizing this gun a whole lot, the secondary. I don't know why. It seemed like Root Doctor charged up the alt attack, the like special ability of the second gun, like way faster than this build. I don't know why, but it seems like I'm never really getting that weapon, that special weapon effect on Nebula when I'm playing this HUGS build. Can I shoot these? Aim too bad. I really want to see if I can shoot those. Gotta love it when you can, no, it doesn't seem like it. You gotta love it when you can shoot stuff out of the air though. You can't shoot any of these, that sucks. It's kind of an interesting, heavy enemy. Gotta be honest, I don't know if it's just that one stupid boss that kept health reaping, like health siphoning, whatever you want to call it, earlier, that freaking killed this run's time. But now I'm looking at the time now and I'm like, am I going any faster than I was with my Root Doctor build? I don't know. Kind of seems like no. It feels a lot faster. I'm definitely shooting a lot faster. Shrewd. That's such a funny name. Like, I think it's a joke from the first games. The first game had a dude that I think was pretty much the same named Shroud. I'm pretty sure this is a joke. Kind of call back to that. I don't know. Shrewd. Oh, come on. Were you gonna pop up, dude? Oh, I didn't even look over there. Wow. You're dead. You're dead, dude. You're dead. Just die. Critical range damage. We're just going for range damage, man. It's important. It's important, that range damage. More consistent. Am I right? Or am I right? Got to move my mic up. All right. I don't know what this gas, I don't remember what it does. I haven't been poisoned by it in a long time. But it sure looks like a, it looks like something that I don't think is in this game. That was in the first game where, like, I think it's called Rot or like whatever. I'm thinking of Scarlet Rot from Elden Ring, but I think it's like Rot of some kind. where you like, when you get poisoned by it, you just start coughing at random times and it fucking interrupts like whatever you're doing. It pisses me off more than I think almost any status effect has ever pissed me off. And like objectively it's probably not that bad. It's like not that big of a deal, but like, cause you can just roll out of it. But like, oh my God, dude, I can't describe. It's already annoying when you get staggered by stuff, but just to be shooting and it's like whatever, nothing's wrong, and then suddenly you just start coughing and you it breaks up the flow of combat. I hate it so much. Man, that status effect, dude. That was absolutely infuriating. Oh, dude, look at the difference in damage. Root Doctor took forever, I feel like, to kill this guy. It's fun playing this run right after my Root Doctor run, so I can just directly compare the two. As good as Root Doctor is, this is so much more fun. And it kills me to admit that because I love playing tank builds, but it's just like the fire rate, man. The freaking fire rate bonus for the bone saw is like, wow, really, really good and really noticeable. Oh my God. The ads. Root Doctor is nice because you have the summon to help clear out ads. And for this, you're all on your lonesome. Oh boy, I just coughed there. Like I just coughed there. Ooh, that's kind of exactly what I'm talking about from the first game. Can you reload? Can you kill him, please? Thank you. That cough. That's what I'm talking about from the first game. Health regen, probably damage reduction, right? I think that's the way to go there. Our fire rate is already blindingly fast. Fire rate's awesome, but so is being a tank, am I right? Sip, sip. Another jungle place. Yo. Huh? Yeah. I gotta finish this. I don't know. Might be a minute. Bye. That is a cute kitty. Yes, he did. Soy Kitty is 19. Oh my God. Oh, root rot. Dude, that's what I'm talking about. Oh my God, am I stuck with this status effect now? Oh my God, dude. I'm gonna lose it. I'm gonna lose it. This is what I was talking about from the first game, that I didn't know if it was in this game. Oh my God.
It's over.
Oh wow. I'm gonna have to go into my inventory and fix this. This is unacceptable. I don't think it goes away on its own. At least it doesn't seem that way. Look at it. It's just stuck there. Holy shit, I can't believe it. I literally was just talking about this. It's so fucking annoying. I hope I have something. Oh my God. I mean, I'm pretty sure I have like every consumable. Cures, oh thank God. Thank you, oilskin balm. Holy crap. Dude. Dude. That's what I'm talking about. That would have been so effing annoying. Holy crap. Alright. Alright. Just when I was discussing how I didn't know if it was in this game. Because I don't think I've ever contracted the root rot before. But yeah, you can see how fast that reload was. That for some reason I'm just pointing it out now. That reload was really fast because the mag was empty. I think that's a gunslinger thing. Just so awesome, dude. These ads are pissing me off. Come on, die, 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 please, please, please. Come on, come on. No. That was supposed to be your end. There we go. No biggie. Oh shit. Okay, okay, good. I was about to say, I was trying to backstep there to see if I could get a little cheeky shield at the end of the boss fight when it didn't matter, and I accidentally picked a bonus. It doesn't make you confirm the bonus with like an extra clip or anything. It just gives it to you when you press the A button. And it pops up so fast that at this point I've multiple times chosen a bonus without looking at it, but it's okay because I know that it is one of the 5 bonuses that I'm stuck with, and it just improved it a little, so that's good. I didn't just pick a random bonus like I did last episode or 2 episodes ago or whatever. That was really, really stupid. Oh boy. Look at that damage, dude. Look at that damage. Freaking Hotshot rocks. Hotshot was, I think it was even better in the first game. And I don't think that there were all these different alternatives to Hotshot. I can't remember. The reason, to be honest, like the reason I chose it for this gun, part of it is just because how did I do that? I don't know why I did that. Part of the reason I chose Hotshot is just because of the range damage is good on this build, but also, what was I about to say? Hotshot also just looks cooler, like, on the weapon itself. Whereas, like, the electric thing is good, obviously, and that would be a good. It might even be better, at least from what I've seen on YouTube, because of the fire rate. But it just makes the gun look so dumb, dude. Like the gun looks cool because it looks like a real gun. It looks like a legit LMG, and the freaking electric mod just makes it into like this stupid alien thing, and I'm not a fan. For some reason, this little alien guy is staying really far away from me this time. Before he jumps, he's like distancing himself like that. I don't know why he's doing that. It's really nice though, because it just means it makes him so much easier to kill. Where did you go? Where did he go? I don't even know what song I just am singing or if I just made that up. Where did you go? It's gonna bother me now. I was talking about this little alien guy. Health regen, crit hit damage, yeah. Where did you go? Da, 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 da. I know that's a song, dude. I'm like really confident about that. Ugh, and I just had a karaoke night. That's gonna really bother me. Dude, that's gonna bother me almost as much as the root rot. Except not even close, because the root rot is unbelievably irritating. I was about to give the dev devs some cred for taking out root rot in this game, because I'm like, I've literally never seen it in this game, and it was so annoying in the first game, and then I contracted it. And I'm like, okay, I guess we didn't learn anything. I mean, come on, does anybody think that's a good design decision? Do the freaking root rot? Like, give me a break, man. That shit is so annoying. And I mean, you know, I'm dumb and I'm bad at the game. Like, it's on me for contracting it in the first place because I'm not, like, dodging or whatever. But, like, bro, the fact that you can even get it is, like, that's so fucking annoying. At least there's, like, consumables that are apparently pretty readily available. You know, I say that, but I've probably got 100 hours in the game now, and I only have 30 of them, so maybe it's not that available. I have no idea. I'm sure you can just buy it from somebody. But I've never thought about it because I didn't think root rot was a thing. Or I didn't know. Come at me, little slimes. Reminds me of that anime, In Another World, with my smartphone. Slime, reincarnated as a slime. Whatever the hell. What these little guys remind me of. Ugh. Yeah, another thing about this build, when I'm comparing it to Root Doctor, right, is that obviously, and this is another kind of conundrum that I've run into online that I've personally thought about, which is like when you're doing any kind of lifesteal, you obviously, like, there's a trade-off, right? Because essentially the more, like, the tankier you are, and the more lifesteal that you're, good God, the more you're investing in the lifesteal itself as opposed to the damage that determines the lifesteal. Ironically, like, the less lifesteal you're getting. If that makes sense. I don't know if that was, like, really confusing how I just phrased that, but when you're doing a lifesteal build, obviously, that's dependent on damage, right? You want to be doing tons and tons and tons of damage, because that's going to mean you're stealing more life. So now that I'm thinking about it, the lifesteal trait, that's like, I want to say, like, oh my God, that is so irritating. I want to say it's like 3% lifesteal or whatever, is way better. It works a lot better on this build than with Root Doctor, right? Because you're dishing out so much more damage, so you're also stealing more life. I think Hot Shot would have reloaded my mag there, and I reloaded manually. I don't know. I think I screwed that up. Dude. The laser. Look how much faster, though, that I'm killing this boss than I did with Root Doctor. Dear God. It's almost like a DPS build does more damage or something. Something ridiculous like that, am I right? Than a straight up tank healing build. Boom. Whee! Crit hit damage. I do like damage reduction, but it feels like, again, it feels like we're tanky enough. And you get to the point where, like, being more tanky, like, Root Doctor is straight up overkill. Oh, my phone's gonna die. I'm gonna put it on battery saver. You get to the point where, again, I mean, you want to talk about classic conundrums. Oh my God, stupid freaking wires and crap handling noise. Oh my God. Okay. That's still not right, dude. This flipping wire pissing me off right now. Okay. Dude, I don't know if I'm just gonna have to deal with that. That's okay. Yep, there we go. There we go. I don't know if I made it better or worse, but these wires are all over the place. Let me see if I'm still in a party, dude. You're talking about another thing that just gets my goat, is when I'm messing with these wires for 50 years and I can't get them quite right. But also, when my audio gets all jacked up because I'm not in an Xbox party. Xbox, if it's not fixed already, can we please fix that? When you're streaming on Xbox and your audio just starts getting all choppy for like no reason. Like, my internet is amazing. It's supposed to be as good as it gets from what I've heard from word on the street. And I still have that choppy ass audio sometimes. And I have to go and do an Xbox party to prevent it for some reason. I don't know why that's a thing. Okay, back to what I was saying. Classic gaming conundrum, am I right? Like, there's a certain point where tankiness doesn't matter anymore because nothing can kill you no matter what. So it's like more tankiness doesn't matter. And then there's also a point when damage doesn't matter. It's normally a lot higher of a ceiling on that one, from my experience in gaming. When you get to, and a lot of games, like, you can't even reach that point where damage doesn't matter anymore because you're one-shotting everything no matter what. I don't even know if this game will let you, I know that you can get those crazy one-shot builds that, you know, are strictly, like, basically like strictly made for bosses. I'm pretty sure you can do that. And maybe they suck at dungeons, I don't know. Or they're just like glass cannons or whatever. The kinds of builds that generally I don't like to play. But I'm trying to remember my entire point. A drop-off point where being more tanky doesn't matter anymore. Where doing more damage doesn't matter anymore. And I feel like now that I'm like looking at these two builds side by side, for these casual runs through Boss Rush Gauntlet, right? I feel like Root Doctor is overkill on the tankiness, and maybe this is not like a revelation to anybody but me, but this build is actually kind of a perfect, beautiful blend of damage and tank, you know? So maybe you could engineer this further to maybe be even a little less tanky, because I don't know, I feel pretty flippin' tanky. And you could probably engineer it to maybe do a little more damage, a little less tank. Specifically, probably with the overheat, just giving up on trying to never overheat. Maybe you use a different gun, I don't know. Because, I mean, I don't even know that this gun is necessarily meta, right? But I will say, the way that I've built this is really fun. And I would recommend it to anyone. It's very, very addicting to play. Oh boy. Okay, see, but this guy, he doesn't seem any harder at 15 than he did at like 4. Or whatever I fought him at earlier. I don't know, dude. Again, this is like a 2-second Google. Then I'm just not Googling. If the bosses actually get harder as you go along, or if does it even matter like when you fight each boss in the boss rush gauntlet order? Because it seems like I'm tearing through them just as easy as I did on level 4 or whatever, as I am now that I'm on 15. Come on now. This is where he gets into his super anime sword swinging. Whoa, okay. Right? Isn't this the phase where he like, yeah, he just comes out of it and starts, yeah, look at that. His like Elden Ring anime swinging kind of shit. Oh my god. Dude. Oh boy. Oh man, this kind of reminds me, for no apparent reason, reminds me a little bit of my my favorite boss of the Souls series. Probably my favorite boss of all time. I don't know if I've talked about this, and I don't even particularly like the boss I just fought. He's really cool. It's a really cool fight. But the boss I'm talking about is from Dark Souls 3, the DLC. Freaking Sister Freed. Dude. I maintain, I will probably always hold this opinion. I think that's like the best boss ever. That boss was so freaking epic. And I think it nailed what a lot of bosses don't get, which is oh jeez, I'm getting swarmed by robots right now. It got the freaking like cinematic. I mean, cinematography is not the right word. The cinematicness of what you want in a video game. It like nailed it perfectly. It is like one of the most cinematic boss fights. One of the most like, just it felt like narratively satisfying. Like as you're fighting it, it was just like so dramatic and like theatrical, and just really cool. And sad too. It's like a sad boss fight. Like you feel sad as you're fighting it. And it's a hard boss too. And that's like, if it was this total pushover, I feel like it wouldn't, like it also wouldn't narratively land like it did. But like Sister Freed, dude, man, what an incredible boss. Am I right? I don't think any other boss in the Soul series, or really any other boss I think I've probably ever fought in a game, really comes close. That's the kind of boss I wouldn't mind being managed by, you know? Like, going into work, I wouldn't want, it's the kind of boss you would never get in fights with either. Because you'd know it would wreck your day. Your whole career would be over if you tried to fight with that boss at work. And there's no respawning in real life. Hate to tell you this. For all you gamers out there, not respawning that we know of anyway. Oh, let's not fall off this bridge. Let's not fall off at 16 out of 19. Let's try to not die in a really stupid way at 16 out of 19 on the boss rush gauntlet, right? I've read some stuff. Some people are like talking shit about this mode. And I think the devs might have like patched it too. Cause I think if it used to, I don't know. I have not been playing this game mode for that long, but I think like it used to be when you played it, like you played for keeps, essentially. Like you, if you didn't get the full, if you didn't beat the full gauntlet, you didn't get anything. I think that might have been, like I was reading something about how that might have been the case. Like maybe back when this first came out. Like now, of course, you get XP as long as you beat one boss. Like you get a certain amount of XP for every boss win, I think. And then you get a completion bonus. And then there's a multiplier for difficulty that's not worth it at all. So that's why you should just play it on casual. But dude, that's so insane. Like, and then people were talking about like, you know, I got to boss 16 or whatever out of 19, and then my game crashed, and they just didn't get anything. It's like, oh my god, that would be ridiculous. Not only have I don't think experienced a crash, at least while as the host in this game, but also the devs, if that was the case and you didn't get anything, if you didn't beat the full gauntlet boss rush, I mean, good on the devs for fixing stuff, you know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. All right, getting towards the end of this. 3 left. Crazy, dude. At an hour 19. I definitely think our time is going to be better. I think our time's going to be better, even though we screwed around with that stupid health-sucking, life-leeching, bitchy boss earlier. I think we're still, I think the timing wise it's pretty good. And obviously this is not a build that's made purely for speed. It's also made for reliability. So I think it's a really good balance of tank plus damage and fun, obviously. So freaking fun, dude. Cannot emphasize that enough. It might also partly be me and just my, like, what I enjoy. I'll hold a trigger down all day. Like, if a game lets me do that with a big gun, like, I'm gonna hold the trigger down all day, you know? And this is that build. Again, we can just figure out how to get rid of the stagger and the reloading, then we're golden. You know? Maybe be able to do enough damage that we can just life leech our way into nothing ever being able to kill us. What is happening? Dude, that was so bizarre. Dude was just like standing there. Dude was standing there and I could not do any damage to it. Very strange. Very strange. We're wrecking this guy. Good lord. His ads are doing lots of damage to me though. That's not cool. I'm still in a party. I think my audio should be good. What is that smell? This boss. This might fuck this run up. We're gonna find out. Alrighty, let's do it. Well, that's funny though, he can't see us when we're, again, dude, this ability, this might have been what this build has been missing, partly. Oh, dude, never mind. Shoot. It's like, this boss might be the end of the run. Yeah, no. Yeah, no, definitely not. Definitely not. The reason I said that is because, like I said earlier, like, this boss can just stun lock you into oblivion, man. Into oblivion! Yes. Still trying to figure out, trying to think of what the guards say. I'm pretty sure it's the guards in Oblivion that say, I think they say, buy Oblivion. I think that's what they say. But yeah, no, that Hunter, not Hunter's Mark, the Shadow Cloak ability on the Hunter for that boss, I did not realize how sick that would freaking wreck that boss just now. That was absolutely absurd. And also my damage is, for some reason, just really crazy right now. I think maybe it's the bonuses kicking in or something. Capitalism, free market would start kicking in. Whatever Dave Rubin said. Competition, that's what he said. I think he said competition start kicking in. Competition started kicking in. That got memed so hard. Alright. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh boy. Oh boy. Yeah, bonuses are kind of sick. Really good bonuses. Not only as a mechanic, but we got really good bonuses for this run, I think. You gotta just skip them till you get the good ones. Whee! Yeehaw! I'm a cowboy. On a steel horse I ride. I wanted dead or alive. Dead or alive. Dead or alive. That was totally a song on Rock Band. For all those What are we, millennials growing up? Dude, Rock Band freaking slapped. Kind of like took Guitar Hero and just like did more with it. Oh, it was so much fun. Dude, that was so much fun. Playing that shit with my friends. Like, are you kidding me? All right, let's do this. Whee! Holy shit, this fire rate. Wow. This build is really cracked out right now. Oh my god. I'm so happy that I reached this point. Holy shit, dude. Oh. So you can really just imagine, like, once the relic is all maxed out, like, what this build is capable of, based on that absurd fire rate that you just saw. That was awesome. Dude, that was awesome. That might have been, like, the fastest boss clear so far. Holy shit, dude. And you could see, yeah, it's so weird. It spawns me in this, like, thing. Oh, man, my cooldowns. Man. I don't really feel like waiting for them either. But it is the freaking last boss. Maybe I should. I'm not going to wait. I'm too impatient. I can't do it, dude. And then it'll be super sick because it'll pop up in the middle of the boss fight. No, go away. Go away. Good boy, go away. Dude, I love him. I love Soy Dog, but it's the last boss, man. I can't help you. Can't help you right now. I don't know what you want. And he doesn't know how to use his words. Oof. Oh, look at that. I'm gonna be so sad if I die. If I die on this last boss. I kind of don't think I will. It's really just about how much I suck. As I said, I'm not actually good at games, but first phase is so close to being down. It's really fast. It was very, very fast. Will he? Do he care if I'm invisible? I don't know. Okay, I don't think we're gonna have an issue with this. That's really nice that we can go invisible to reload. Again, I don't know if it matters for this phase, and I still can't get this stupid reload off, but... Oh, come on. Come on, dude. I think we just lost our... Nope, we still got the cloak. I'm gonna pop a... what is data corruption? Ooh, can I not use relics because of that? That's actually crazy. Dude, that's actually crazy if I can't use relics because of that. Oh, God. I couldn't see if what I was doing. I couldn't tell if I'm... Okay, there. Yes. So I can use a relic. I don't know what that data corruption was. I don't know what that ability is. Yes. Die, motherfucker, die, motherfucker, die. Oh, yeah, boy. Man. We're kind of making him look like a chump. It'd be so funny if he found a way to kill me right after I said that. Oh, like if I rolled into a hole, which I don't know where it is. There it is. Okay, now I lost that ability. Ah, come on. Oh, crap. Oh, I didn't get that relic off, dude. No. Ah! Oh my god, if I die right now. Dude, I'm about to say, if he finds a way to kill me right now, I'm gonna be so pissed. Wow. Well, there you go, man. You don't need the root doctor for this. You just need HUGS tank for a casual gauntlet run, for a survivor gauntlet run. And then you get 100 whatever thousand experience. Hour and a half, so definitely better than the time I took on the stupid, not the stupid, on my HUGS, on my Root Doctor run. And if I didn't F that one boss up so badly, it kept life stealing me, we'd probably be closer to an hour. I'm gonna watch this back and see how long. That was so obnoxious. I mean, maybe it was longer in my brain, but that felt like straight up 20 minutes fighting that dumbass boss. Mirage. Okay. I think Mirage is that one. Oh, never mind. I don't know what that is. Whatever. Wow, that was really fun. I'm happy we did this, team. This was really fun. I was just gonna be like, yo, here's the Root Doctor, let's call it a day. But then I decided, like, nah, let's try out the HUGS and see how it does on the casual survivor, boss rush, gauntlet, endgame grind. Let's see how it does. And it performed, okay? This thing works. It works well. I'm proud of this build. And let's all grind some freaking prisms with it. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. All right, Soy Boy Gamer, y'all, signing off. Thank you, Twitch. Thank you, YouTube. Have a good one, and I'll see you next time.